The king had to take a bold decision and undertake this journey. If we succeed in this journey, it will be historic and our history will speak highly of us, because no kings are willing to go to this place. So far, a king has died, so we must undertake this journey. As soon as the king said this, the advisors of the palace stood neither accepting nor denying it. At the king's command, the palace guards assembled, trained their troops and prepared to move behind the secret door. The army was led by the king. All the forbidden places paved the way for the king's daring deeds. After a few days of traveling through darkness, they reach a place filled with infinite ornaments. It was infinite and undiminished. The king and his army were happy to see it. They took everyone and returned to the palace. On the one hand, the king felt that he had brought countless ornaments without interruption, but on the other hand, the king was overwhelmed with strange feelings. In no time, the entire palace was plunged into darkness, and so was the country. Everyone was standing there not knowing what was going on. Then a figure appeared before the king and said that the country in which my material is mine. The king and his forces were ready to oppose him regardless of who they were. The apparition took shape and stood before the king. Only then did he realizes that it was a dark shadow king full of illusions. Then the king, the soldiers and the people of the country became the slaves of the dark shadow king. The king and his soldiers decided to defeat the dark king through battle tactics and magic. A fierce battle ensued, with heavy casualties on both sides, and eventually the king made a maneuver and arrested the dark shadow king. The war that took place then was one of the most special in history. "You defeated me with wonderful strategy and powerful magic," said the Shadow King. "If you don't release me, you and your country will be cursed," said the Dark Shadow King. But the king did not listen to it. Within a few days, all the people of the country except the king fell ill with a mysterious disease. All were weakened by that mysterious disease and life slowly declined. Not knowing what was happening, the king was shocked. Then a voice said, "Is it happening as I said before? It belongs to the Dark Shadow King. Just wait and see what happens next."